I just want to say this. So you all heard that, right? So the black veterans, they came there after they started a bunch
Hold on 1 minute. Talk on. Let's do this.
Guys, I just gotta be honest, man. And I hate to get into it with my boy Dr. That's my uncle. I love him. He's shout out to the Real Life Solutions. He's a good YouTube channel. He is a supporter of Dr. Umar Johnson, and he wants Umar to be successful. And that's the kind of brother that Dr. is. He's a stand-up guy. And many people in the black community want Umar to be successful because of what he's trying to do. And let me just say this. I am not coming at Dr. Umar Johnson's fans. I'm a pro-black. Stop the show, okay? I'm a pro-black. I'm a pan-African. I've been to Africa 15 different times. I work with the agribusiness community in East Africa. I work with a lot of people on this one, trying to empower black people in what I do. It's a part of my lifestyle. So when I come at Umar, I'm not taking a shot at you. Okay? I want you to know that. I love you. We're the same people, okay? I love Umar Johnson. But listen, man. We got to talk about this. Because Dr. Umar Johnson has sunk to a new level, okay? Now, we're talking about dealing with our people as African Americans. And the people who are supposed to lead our ideas. When they have shown a track record of being irresponsible, not managing the money, failing, having poor administration, that doesn't mean that the idea is wrong. It's the wrong person. And Umar Johnson, who needs $1.5 million to fund the school now, like I said, like I work every day, Umar Johnson, I believe if he was a person that started a podcast, he was a person that worked in the social media business like the rest of us, he would have all the money he needed. Or start a business to support what he's doing, he would be successful. I think Dr. even told me that all Umar Johnson got to do is go back to school for another year to get licensed in Pennsylvania. He would be able to turn his own clinic. Umar Johnson don't want to work. He wants to beg for donations all day because he wants to be a hotel hustler. So because he can't get the money, Umar Johnson actually went gambling with probably the money that y'all been sending him to try to hit $1.5 million. Some of y'all don't believe me, but we're gonna play a clip and then we'll come back.
West Coast Ivatunde. West Coast Ivatunde. I'm feeling good today. I don't gamble, but we need about $1.5 million for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy renovation. We need about $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $2 million overall. So we're gonna play and we're gonna hit today. We're gonna play and we're gonna hit today, family. Let me show you what we're about to do.
If you're tired of reading about other people getting rich in the stock market, this might be a good day for you. And that's because the Motley Fool is offering new members.
Let me show you what we're about to do, family. We're about to get us some money for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We're about to get some money. I need that 1.2 right there. Y'all see that? That's what we need. That's what we need, that 1.2 mil. Y'all see that? That will get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the whole campus. This will take care of the whole campus, family. This will take care of the whole campus, family. That 1.2, that will take care of the whole campus. So we're going to do Wheel of Fortune, Ivatunde style. We're going to do Wheel of Fortune, Ivatunde style. Now, y'all got to help me out because I don't know how to gamble. and I see all kind of shit. I see a will. I see the bar. How do I play this? We need this money for FDMG family. We need this money. So what do I do? Okay. Cash out, service. We got to play, family. Y'all think I'm playing? How do we play this?
All right, guys. So you saw this, okay? Let me just say this. Before I get on Umar Johnson, I was thinking about the sovereign wealth fund that Norway has. Okay. Now I do understand that Norway is a country. Okay. But what Norway did is they operate the largest wealth fund on the planet. It's bigger than Saudi Arabia. It's bigger than China's. It's worth $1.3 trillion. And they just started this fund within the last 25 years. Okay? It was organized in 1990, but by 1996, they started putting their oil profits into something like a management fund that invests in like 9,000 companies, real estate. And what happens is that now the fund is worth like $1.3 trillion, and they take like 3% of that money, which is about $33 billion every year. And then they use it for, to pay pensions, government reconstruction, all kind of stuff. But that's what happens when they knew the oil was going to run out one day. But they've done this. So is Saudi Arabia doing this. The United Emirates has done this also. But these people got there because of a financial plan. Now I'm not saying that Umar would have done some kind of wealth fund or whatever, but he didn't get any kind of financial guidance or plans to help the money work for him, or to, Umar doesn't care, he wants to gamble. And any rich person, any wealthy person will say that if you're a person looking to gamble to get wealth, you're going to lose almost 99% of the time. You're at a gambling casino, an educated man who's 46 years old is going to gamble away money that's meant for donations. Just think about your favorite charity, alright? And don't give me that black people won't support, black folks won't do. Stop the show. You know what? My channel is African American dominated channel, and people are good to me. Alright, I work my ass off every day. I run the YouTube business, me and other brothers here in the YouTube space, but our people support us because of what we do. Alright? And Umar is no different. If he worked for what he's trying to do, if he knew how to work well with people, if he knew how to invest, he'd have a school. But Umar is uneducated. He's a dummy. He wants to go out here and trick the church's money off on the goddamn thing. And this is the kind of person that we want to put our trust in. Imagine Norway.
Hey there, early risers, go-getters, all-nighters.
United Emirates. People like that. Gambling their money away because they can't gain the money for something. You have schools, you have communities, you have things when you have money coming in. You cannot build them on donations. No economy, okay? Nothing is built with donations. You have to have business coming. I'm in Uganda. Sudhir Rupiel is the richest guy there. The guy has country clubs, hotels, schools, banks, forexes, okay, radio stations, things that he has investments, things that people take serious, not just on IG lives all day begging. And we have brothers and sisters in the black community that work in finance, okay, brothers and sisters that work in management, hedge funds and all that. We can do the same thing too. But when you think you know everything, like Umar, you can't get access to that. Finance is something, let me tell you this, okay? And shout out to JT with Pocket Watching with JT YouTube channel. I'm good at making money, but I'm not a financial coach. I'm not an investor. I'm not trained in it. I need somebody to tell me what I need to do. Umar Johnson is no different. But no, you want to do the Negro thing and spend money on something, trying to gamble it away? Are you an idiot? Don't answer that, because we all know that he is. What other group of people would send money to a fool like that? Who's going to gamble away the church's money? And I'm talking about the church's black community. Because all of y'all who send y'all money by money orders and all this to this fool, this is what he's doing. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Charm.
Now that's gonna go viral. He was one of the first ones to report that. That's why I said but people hype him up, and this is what you get when you hype somebody up. And when you see when somebody talking smooth, it's nothing wrong with if you having a good time. But that's not the way to get a project done for children. That's not going to happen like that. You spend more on gambling, and like he said, that's true what rich people say. I had personal people, my relatives, that spent hundreds of dollars on lottery tickets, and basically the much as money that they're spending on lottery or something like a casino, you what you lost, you try to get back, but you gain only what you lost. So it's not even in fact. So he said it. You seen the video. So anybody, I said this is going to go viral on some people's website. Some people going to pick that up. And I know Leonardo's going to probably pick that up. Some other people going to pick this up. So, you give people the ammunition. That's what I'm saying. His action is own destruction. And he's trying to compensate his just by doing it. Like he's in this fantasy world that he thinking, if I can hit this kind of money, we're having money from school. That's not how the way it works. I mean, sometimes some people do hit the lottery and win, but you can't. It's like anybody else. You know how when those Powerballs and things like people don't play the Powerballs, and it's like 1 in 150 of hitting the Powerball, and it's the same thing. The lottery is you're probably the same thing. You go to the casinos, you find 1 in 125. And so, you're gonna have to keep spending more to gain what you spent. So you gotta hopefully win back, and sometimes you don't even win back all the money that you spent putting it there. So, Mr. O'Shea Duke Jackson got it. Boom. Surfing the internet. And like I said, Umar lays himself out there for destruction. And he's running the same old game. So now it'll be interesting how many supporters of Umar now what they think. Now, and it's that people have been trying to tell you that and it's basically it's a hustle. It's smooth talking his hustle. Yes, he got some knowledge about certain programs about schooling and children and things like that, and he might be talking some truth. But again, when you talk about getting to the part of the school for the children, it don't match. His knowledge don't match his personality. His actions. But people get so caught up with his talk and smooth talk, and I've seen people on here that they're very intelligent and they're pro-black, but I mean they'll go along. They'll some likely over, let's say, a Kevin Samuels. Go figure that out. So now that's about to go viral. I mean, I'm just a little inch on YouTube, but you get one of the big YouTubers that see this. Oh Jesus, Umar is over. You doing something like that, and that's why I said the man has no wisdom. Something like that, I would have never put online. For one thing, I would have never said, "Oh, I'm at a casino," because now you get people speculating, and anybody who have gambling habits know. So here he was just on the Breakfast Club. His rhetoric and talk got him some of the money. Now you see now those people who donate, now they get to see paying for his travel expenses. I mean, paying for him to be up and they don't probably run some game out there to the people on the West Coast. But some people, they caught up in the pro-black and they don't use reason and logic with it. And then everybody else who's black, if you don't rationalize with him, there's something that he's calling you out your name, or racial term out your name. Now you see. Now he said it, and he got the proof. Now watch what happened in O'Shea. Is a pretty, despite what anybody think about him, he's been on YouTube, and so he's up there on the probably closer to Tariq Nasheed and a couple other people on the black sector YouTube. That's about to go viral. So soon as he released that, people go, "Oh shoot!" And does he have a lot of people, audience across the country, and he got a lot of fans. Despite what you think about O'Shea Jackson, he do got a lot of fans, and I'm trying to tell you, the man don't. I said that's why he put his business out there, and even his own father maybe need to lay low, chill out. But he just gotta be out there. The more he's out there, the more he's exposing himself. He's not really taking a strategy and back up and think about what he says. That's something on his personal time. Now imagine when someone is YouTubers, it won't be me, but it'll be somebody else, is going to show that to one of these investors who got the money. That puts a signal in your head. He needs to stop. He's not going to get it. And he's supposed to have the school, but what he told some people, and there's some people that record on their channels, he was supposed to have it up by, it's May's going on June, so he got 2 months, August of this year, to get that school. So he's trying to find another method that's going to. Duke Jackson was right. He didn't consult with nobody. You can tell by that. But it's ego and his pride. And when that one guy, Lord Jamal, was just trying to give him some advice, he just blew him off and said, "I know what I'm doing. I got people. If you know what you're doing, then why are you doing something like that? Why are you trying to?" And like he was laying out the couple people in the country, how they got found up for, like Norway and things like that, and the guy that's in Africa, how he did it. You have to have a team of people they're going to advise you and take heed to you, because he's right. He's not in financial advisory, and his actions need to show it. But people fall for Umar because of that talk. He got that talk, and people are like, "Man, that brother talking some knowledge." Yeah, he talking some good stuff, but talk is talk. What about action? The main thing in life I learned is watch the person who says, who have a plan, and who execute it out. And there's been a couple people on here, they don't, no one in the black sector, really, not too many people in the black sector of YouTube or social media. These brothers, there's a couple brothers out there that open up schools already for boys and girls, and they didn't go around, constantly talking, making all these different political points. They may talk about something about politics, like the young man did down in, I think, was it Georgia? He might be the conservative. I think he's on the conservative, has some conservative views about politics, but he stuck to the gun. But he was all over here and throwing opinions all over here, and all. He stuck to one thing, and he got that school open down there in Georgia for the boys. And there's another young man that was on Facebook. He opened up a school, I think it's in Texas, a black man. So they ain't out there guilt shaming people, and this is predominantly for black students. So what's the deal? But there's gonna be some people that's caught up, gonna keep listening to Umar, brother Umar, yeah, this and that and other, and they're not even looking at his action. There's some people gonna, no matter what, they're gonna stay asleep. They're gonna consistently enable him and support him, unfortunately. So even if you did expose it, some people are gonna get mad. That ain't right, man. You doing what the white man they're doing. Well, they'll make up some excuse like that. Now, the white man didn't make him go out there and put that money into slot machines. This is what he's got to take his own accountability. Like I said, it's one thing if you're going out and having fun, but again, that raises questions when you mention about the school. So it's like, okay, I'm saying are you taking your personal money, or are you using the people's money that they're giving you, and you out there, trying to so-called do like what they do with houses, flip a house or something. You're trying to do that at a casino. But again, there's some people, that get caught up in the hype, and there's going to be people that steady going to support it. They're going to steady support them, no matter what. They're going to support them, no matter. They're going to stand by and support no matter what, because they want to be hyped up, and they're going to be a small group of people, and black folks that are going to keep supporting that. But the rest of the black folks do got common sense to know that they know what game is. Thank God for the most of them that do. And they can see through that, yeah, and I'm related to this, and I'm related to this person back in history, and give you the history and how he's connecting everything to keep you going about that. Like, wow, he's related to Harriet Tubman. He's related. Okay, that's fine. Let's say that they do. What point is that going to make? What is the layout? I mean, there's a lot of people related to somebody in the past that's famous. They're not, there's some people who's unfamous that's connected to, let's say, Michael Jackson. Okay, they're not capitalizing. Let's say example, his nephew that was talking about his uncle. He's not capitalizing off his uncle and their siblings, his father and his siblings. And Michael Jackson is a well-known history. He's in history now. He's one of those awesome entertainers of all time. But you don't see his relatives out there doing that stuff. His extended relatives. Just to feel like, oh wow, this guy he's connected to Michael Jackson. Come on, man. And you don't see the relatives of Harriet Tubman and Nat Turner and Mark, they ain't out there doing that. Only time they show up is someone's only the distant relative, and they want to know, to speak for the family and say this is with police. They're very classy. They're not out there using their relative's name to use it for something off the black community. They're not doing that. You don't see Harriet Tubman's relatives, Frederick Douglass relatives, extended people. They're not doing that stuff. They're not there pimping out the black people. People know who they are, but they're not out there pimping and using their relatives, ancestor, basically like an ancestor name just to rise up. But he's doing that. But that's what I'm saying. That's his talking point. And people have pointed this out. But yeah, this is going to go. Trust me. That's one of the first big ones. Now, if other people catch that video, one of his audience catch that video, it's going to transfer over to another someone who has a greater audience, and it's going to be another greater audience. So, that's why I say he puts his personal business out there. He's always got to be in front of the camera, even on his personal time. It's one thing if he's doing the podcast. That's one thing. Okay, I get it. He wants to. But he's too much, and then he's just thinking the man can't get off. He's just telling every personal business, and it's viral. He's giving people ammunition to stop his plan, and he's stopping his own plan, exposing himself. So they using the video, exposing himself. He's exposing his own self by being. And people are actually giving him money from that Breakfast Club interview from that time. He probably got some donors. That go across, watch what's going to happen. And you trying to get some well-known people. Now, people do go on the internet, and when someone who is affiliated with somebody's website see that video, I'm saying that this is going to happen. But I just didn't. I made this, little video, but I didn't want to make it too long. Hope there was not too much interference in the background. But yeah, this is what you see is what you get. So that's that the people who donate, what you see is what you get. So that's what you wanted, that's what you get. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. People pimping and playing. Alright then, you guys have a good one. Till next time, James out. Ugh.